Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. TGINF and all that stuff. Jack just come in here to get his spot. I'm trying to do a little multitasking this morning. I should have waited because I was trying to do it in a hurry, and I was actually a little bit late hitting the go button here. But getting ready to try something new. You know, I told you the other day that that new build plate thing, the black one that I put on this one here, well, it doesn't work when you do the auto bed leveling because it's got to be a metal thing. So I'm experimenting this morning, and I put the metal one on there, went through the auto bed leveling, and then when it got to that last point where you set the last one kind of manually, I switched the beds out, and we'll see if that's doing. Now it's heating up and should take off running here in a little bit. And you'll probably hear it because that's, of course, the noisy one. But anywho, let's see who we got hanging out with us this morning. Darren Birds is here. He says happy Friday. Everyone thumbs up. Yeah. We got a few going over there. Good morning, Darren. Good morning, Jesse. He's in the coffee sessions this morning. Good morning, Leo. 40 degrees, high of 68. Yeah, I think that's kind of about what we were at. I think it was 42 when I got up. I think it's going to get to maybe 70 today. I don't know. Let's see. Troy's here. Good morning, Troy. Appreciate the thumbs up. Thomas Graham says good morning. 76 and 50. And sunny for about 4 days. Then highs around 60. Yeah. Good morning, Thomas. Good morning, Sean. Solar Man's got something to say here. Let's see what he's talking about. Morning from the Solar Road again. Don't you love it when a project you think will take 3 hours is going to take closer to 10 because the previous installer did a crap job? Never mind, it's 100 minutes away. Well, that sucks. That sucks. Sean says thumbs up. Yeah. Good luck getting him to do that, Sean. Good morning, Lou. He's here. He's giving thumbs up, by golly. Appreciate it, Lou. Clyde's here this morning. Good morning, Clyde. Good morning, Butch. Leo says, good morning, David Jack, TGIF. Yeah, Jack says, good morning, Leo. George's in the house. TGIF, Jack, Dave, and the rest of the gang. Yeah. Good morning to you, George. Kevin Els is here. Good morning, Kevin. Lonnie says, has anyone else got a notice from YouTube about them assigning a YouTube handle? Yes, I have, for every channel that I have. And it's not really a big deal, I don't think. I guess, for example, like my other channel, my main channel is just Dave Gatton. So they tell me that they have reserved Dave Gatton as my YouTube handle. So I'm like, okay, it's kind of the same thing. But I guess now they're trying to make it easier for people to find other people or something, I guess. So now if you know somebody's handle, like for that channel, you can put at Dave Gatton. And I think it's all one thing, no space, I think. I don't know. I don't care what they do. All right, that thing's starting to move. Oh, it's got to go back all the way back up to home again, even though it's already homed. I don't know why it has to do that. I still haven't figured that out because I turned it on, homed it, and it goes up, And then I tell it to do the auto bed leveling, and it came all the way back down, went through that. And now when I'm starting the program, it's got to go all the way back up again. And it's slow as heck the way it does it. So let's see. Am I missing anybody? No, I guess that was it. Anybody got anything they want to talk about this morning? Speak now or forever hold your peace. I thought I would. I know we got, I don't like to talk politics because it usually just gets my blood pressure up, but we do have a midterm election coming up here in just a little over 2 weeks, I guess now. So I'm just curious. We've got, according to this, 14 people watching. So let's just take an informal poll. I just want to see what the coffee sessions poll, how it compares with the stuff I see on TV. But the question, just one simple question for the midterm elections: what is the most important issue to you for the midterm elections? Is it, I'll just give you some examples. Is it the economy? Is it immigration? Is it the abortion thing? War in Ukraine. You tell me what's the most important issue to you that's going to get you out to vote. And if you don't have one, you're not going to vote. You can say that too if you want to. Just curious to see. I'll give them a minute to come in as I watch my. See, Sean can't follow directions. He says all of the above. You always have to be at rebel, don't you, Sean? All of the above. That's not what I said. What is the most important? If you had to pick one, what is the most important? Just curious to see if the answers we get here on the coffee sessions poll, how they compare to the other. Okay. Troy says governor removal. Okay, so the governor's race is most important to you. Okay. Yeah, Clyde's exempt from this poll because he lives just barely over the border there. Of course, Clyde, you say you can't vote. You probably could if, because a lot of them seem to get away with voting that aren't supposed to. So if you really wanted to, you could probably could sneak one in there somewhere. All right, Lonnie says economy. Lou says my money. Yeah. Economy, inflation, economy. The abortion is important to George. Keep government out of the doctor's offices and all of the above. Okay, now George, that's the number one thing for you. That's the most important. I'm a little surprised because the abortion issue should be important to a lot of people, but on most of the polls, the administration, the current administration we have, keeps trying to say that that's the most important, but on all the other polls, it's way down the list. That's why I was just surprised that you put that. Thomas says the economy. Yeah, Lonnie say, there you go, Clyde. See if the dead can vote. You should have no problem. Okay, so just with our little informal poll, and I don't think we got everybody to say what they were talking about there, but it looks like the economy is pretty much, and it usually is. I mean, because if you don't have a good economy, it doesn't really much matter about all the rest of the stuff. Um, at least in my mind. Let me take a quick look at this because I'm looking at it on my screen over here, but I want to make sure it's. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not going to do it. Yeah, that stuff just. Yeah, I don't know what it is about this piece I'm trying to run, but I just cannot get that thing to stick. I guess it's just too big. I don't know. You don't get enough even heat or something. I don't know. But that's it. That was my last attempt. I'm not wasting any more time on it. I know I could probably buy one for less than the time I've spent fiddling around trying to run it. Yeah, Troy. Troy said, keep your eye on your mailbox, Clyde. You should get a ballot soon. Yeah, probably so. Probably so. Leo says he hopes he don't vote after I die. Yeah, that's my big fear too. I'm sure I'll probably change parties after I'm dead and gone. Uh, I won't know it, but anyway, we'll see how it all shakes out. What the heck? We'll see what happens. All we can do is try to remain optimistic. It's hard to do sometimes, but that's about all we can do. I just be glad when all that mess is over, at least and of course, as soon as this one's over, you're gonna start hearing all the stuff about 2024. So it never ends. There's so much money involved now. It's as soon as somebody's elected, win or lose, but especially the ones that win and get in, it's not long before they start trying to raise money to get in for the next one. All that stuff is just so dadgum corrupt. It's way too much money, but nothing's ever going to change. Won't ever change. All right, what else? All right, so we got that little poll out of the way. What's anybody want to talk about today? I got nothing to talk about. I didn't cut grass yesterday. I might try to do it today. I don't know. I did think about it a couple of times yesterday, but just never got out there and got it done. Don't really have any other news to talk about. What about the y'all may not even know this. They're not talking about it a whole lot, but that gal that the old crazy haired guy, Boris Johnson, was the prime minister of UK. And then I don't know what happened. He decided he was going to hang it up. So they have another special election thing, and they elected that woman. And heck, you didn't even have time to learn her name. And she said, I've had enough. I think it was like 45 days or something like that. And she's like, I'm getting out of here. I can't do nothing. So now I guess they're going to have another election or something. So that's just crazy. I think they said that's like the shortest, a month and a half, she's had enough. So, I don't know. That's just crazy. That's just crazy. Let's see here. Sean says he's working on a sign for a friend made out of the pink foam insulation. That stuff gets everywhere. Yeah. Yes. I have bought some of that. I have a box out there. It's probably it's probably been out there a couple of years now. And it's about this big a square, it's square shaped. I got it off Amazon. And it's the kind you can run on the CNC. And I bought it because at one time somebody was asking me to run that, during a show or make a video or something. Anyway, somebody asked me to try to run some. So I bought that box of it, and it's still sitting out there. It's up underneath my Avid on the side. And then after that, I don't know I don't even remember who that person was that asked me, and I never heard from them again. So I thought, well, I won't worry about running it. But I have put together a program to make some kind of I don't know what you call it, some kind of like wavy pattern thing or something. But I just haven't wanted to run it because I know it's probably going to make a daggum mess all over the place. So, but I'll get that out and run a piece of that one day, I guess. But I'm not a fan of working with styrofoam or any kind of foam stuff that gets that stuff. And not only does it go everywhere, but it gets staticky, so it sticks to everything. And it's just not cool. Leo says term limits. No one should be in Washington for more than 8 years. Yeah. Well, you think about it is all of those folks really have it made because really all they got to do is get in there for one term. And then they get if they don't win the next one, they get the retirement from serving, that little bit. And then, of course, they can instantly get another job either as a lobbyist or some talking head on some show, MSNBC or Fox News or, CNN, you name it, whichever one. Depending on how they lean, there's always a job waiting on them. So there's just so much money and power involved in that stuff. It's no wonder, the crappy people want to run and get in on it. Anybody that's, pretty decent wouldn't want to be around all that mess, or I wouldn't think. But it's like I always say, if they're not corrupt when they get in there, they will be before they leave, because that's just how it works. That's just how it works. They think a lot of people think they're going to go in there and straighten things up and change things. No. People on your own side fighting you at every turn. Let's see. Thomas says the sprinklers are blown out and the potted plants moved to the garage. Now we can go back to Austin in a couple of weeks. Okay. All righty. Tori wants to know special topic for tomorrow night's show. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a live unboxing and assembly and probably run a little something with it. I don't know. But you'll be seeing the thumbnail and all that pop up here this afternoon when I schedule the show. I don't know. Going to try to keep it where, of course, our shows I always plan for an hour, but they usually run more like an hour and 15, 20 minutes, something like that. But I'm going to probably try to keep it to that. And I think pretty sure I can get the unboxing and assembly part done relatively quick, but I don't know how long it'll take to run something. And I'm not going to sit there and run a whole bunch of different things. I will be doing that, privately. And then maybe the next show, I'll do a show and tell and show you what the thing will do. But anyway, that's what's on for this weekend. And should be kind of cool. I think it's going to be pretty neat. And I don't think I've watched there's some other YouTubers that have already done unboxing and assembly videos. I've watched a few of those. So I really don't think it's going to take long at all to put it together. Although it usually takes me a lot longer because I can't talk and work at the same time. So if I get people asking me questions where I have to pause and do any kind of thinking, that slows me way down. But okay, Lou says, I didn't see this for the definition of multitasking as multiple things done poorly. That's usually the right definition when I'm doing it. I don't know about everybody else. Usually it just means I get a bunch of things done half, So let's see. Oh, we got our little trolls back here. Let's see if we can get them taken care of. That's the same one that was here the other day, looks like. Sorry if I blocked them too fast and y'all were wanting to go check that out. Yeah. You might, the StreamYard thing usually takes a few seconds longer after it pops up on YouTube. So you guys probably saw it a few seconds before I did, but we got them blocked again, at least for now. Jesse says, I got my laser set up learning light burn. Not too big a stretch from the CNC. No, it's not bad. And you let me know what you think about light burn, Jesse, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say that the more you use that, the more you're going to like it. I really like light burn. It's that other stuff, a lot of times when you get one of those desktop lasers, they'll give you like the free stuff, which laser Gerbil or something like that, I think is what it's called. Because that's what I got when I first bought that desktop laser last December. And I set it up, and I hadn't even downloaded Lightburn yet. And I thought, well, let me just see if I can get it to move it around. And I started doing it, and I thought, yeah, it's working okay. And I run a couple of things, some little, just engraving on cardboard or something with that laser Gerbil. And then I thought, okay, well, let me see, everybody always talks about this Lightburn. Let me see what all the fuss is about. So I got it. Holy cow. It's just head and heels above the free stuff, I think, anyway. So I really like it. And it's like the more you use it, the more you get used to things. It's a little confusing when you first start. You got to make sure, one of the most important things is you got to make sure you understand about the different origins that you can use. I think a lot of people have trouble figuring that out. And of course, some people, when they set up their machine, I see this a lot in the Facebook groups. They'll post something, they're trying to do some text and it's wrote it backwards or something like that. And it's really just something simple, like when they turn their machine on and it homes, to the upper right or upper left or lower, wherever it homes, but they don't set the software to match that. And it'll either print reverse or upside down or both. Same thing with the CNC. If you don't have your X and Y set correctly, you can V-carve stuff that's backwards or upside down or both. So, but yeah, that's the biggest thing I see is people don't set it up correctly, and then also don't spend a few minutes to figure out how the origins work. But once you get it figured out, it's super, super easy. It's fun. It's I really like that light burn stuff. And hopefully I can get it to work, because what I didn't mention, I don't guess, but that's what I'm going to be putting together Saturday night. That's the company has sent me a desktop laser, diode laser. So that's what I'll be putting together. And like I said, doing some testing. I won't have time to do much, but we'll probably do some test things just on some cardboard or some MDF or something like that. But anyway, now I wonder why that. I tell you what, I don't know about this stupid YouTube thing. I just see my message popped up over there, one of those automated messages, but I never saw that first one. The first one that's supposed to pop up. I don't know what it is with that one. And usually when it doesn't work, I was thinking that none of them work, but there's that one. So yeah. But anyway, yeah, I'll be scheduling that and putting that thumbnail up. And if you're not doing nothing tomorrow night, come hang out and y'all can tell me all the stuff I'm doing wrong, because I don't know that much about those things. I like playing around with them and stuff, but I still have to play around with it to figure out what I'm doing on some of that stuff. But it should be fun, something different. And hopefully it works out good. The videos that I've seen, as far as what the capabilities of that little thing is, it looks like it's pretty nice. I'm anxious to get it together. And of course, the other thing is, I'm just going to be doing the assembly where, I got to have a camera where everybody can see it good. So I'll be doing it right on the table of the CNC. And, there's no enclosure or anything like that. So that's another reason why I won't be running a bunch of stuff, because I don't want to sit there and breathe all that stuff, get the garage all smoked up while I'm running. But I will run a little something so we can see it work. But all right, let's see. Oh, they're back. Let's get rid of them again. Yeah, sorry folks. Tell you what, I just yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to get out of here then. Everybody have a good weekend. Like I said, if you're not doing nothing, come hang out with me Saturday night. I'll be out there peeling around, putting that thing together, and we'll see how it works out. So, all right. Everybody have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow night, I hope. Take care.